Hi, so here's a tutorial on the chords from the vibe that I posted yesterday. First things first, it's in standard tuning, E, A, D, G, B, E. I played on acoustic just because I want to. I feel like it would work just fine on electric. And then I also use fingerstyle just because it's easier for a lot of these chords. Another disclaimer, I will be looking down at the floor a lot because I have some slight notes for the video. But anyway, first chord up is that is a D major 7, or D major 9, I'm sorry. It's the 5th fret on the A string, then the 4th fret on the D string, 6th fret on the G string, and then the 3rd fret on the B string, and then the open E. If you want to break it down by its intervals, you'll have the root, you'll have the 3rd, you'll have the 7th, you'll have that root again, and then you'll have the 9th. Now the next chord is essentially the same chord, except instead of the 5th fret on the A string, you just play the open A. Sounds a little bit different, and that's because it is what's called a slash chord, which, to put it sort of simply, it's like you take any normal chord and then change what the root note is. The most common way to do that is to take, in this case, a major chord or a D major 9, and instead of playing the root as the low string, the lowest note, you play something from the same key or whatever. So something from the chord, but have that be the root note instead of D. In this case, it's the 5th of the chord. So that is still going to be a D major 9. It's just D major 9 over A, or slash A. But you could make that some arbitrary bass note if you wanted to. Anyway, so the next chord in this weird progression thing is that right there. I originally wrote the name G6 sharp 11, though I feel like that could be the wrong name for it. I'll explain it a little bit more. But first, the actual how you fret it. So it's the 3rd fret on the low E. You mute the A string or just don't play it. And then the 5th fret on the D string, and then the 6th fret on the G string, open B, open E. It's kind of a funky chord, which is why I think it's not a G6 sharp 11. It has, I'll just say the intervals, and then I could ramble a bit about the name maybe, but it's the root, and then a sharp 4 or a flat 5, and then the 3rd, and then the 6th. So if you could call it a G6 sharp 11 because it has the major 6th, it has the 3rd, and it has the root. And then it also has the sharp 11, which in that case sounds kind of good, but then you also have the octave root, which creates a tritone there, which sounds a little bit rougher to the ear. So I feel like I could maybe call it a G6 flat 5, kind of going for a sort of diminished type feel. But I don't know. If anyone wants to correct me on the name or give me a definitive that should be it, let me know. I'd like to know. Anyway, the next chord is a G major 7, also sharp 11. Could be flat 5. This one sounds a little bit more sharp 11-y to me. But anyway, it's just the 3rd fret on the E string, the low E, and then the 4th fret on the D string, and then the 6th fret on the G string. And it's like arpeggiated in how I originally played. And then this next chord is going to be an A add 9. Kind of a pretty chord, I would say. But it's the 5th fret on the low E, the 4th fret on the A string, and then the 7th fret on the D string. Mute the G string or don't play it. Same with the high E, and then the open B. Which, if you want to break that down, is a root, and then the 3rd, and then the root again, and then the 9th. It's just a simple A add 9. The next chord, in actuality, just goes back to that first one, but I'm just showing the chords off. So the next, unique chord is now this chord is one of my new favorites, and I just discovered it. It's called, I would call it an E minor add 9 add 11, or like an E minor 9/11 if you want to go for that. But anyway, it is open E, open A, and then the D string on the 4th fret, open G, open B, and then 2nd fret on the high E. It's really massive sounding. Love it. Anyway, and like I said, that's an E minor add 9 11, something along those lines, because it has the low, the root note, the 4th, and then it has the 9th, and then it has the what's that called? The minor 3rd. So it has the root, the 4th, the 9th, the minor 3rd, and it has the 5th, and then it has the root again. Or not the root, I'm sorry, the 9th. So it's just like root, 4th, and then 9th, 3rd, 5th, and then freaking 9th again. It's just a very spacey chord. But anyway, I would say that's like an E minor add 9 and then add 11, or E minor 9/11, something along those lines. Has the 9th, it has the 11th, and it also has the minor 3rd. Seems about right to me. Anyway, the next chord in the original, I play a little like C Lydian thing, which is really nice, but it helps bring you to the next chord, which in this case is a C major 7. It's the 3rd fret on the A string, 5th fret on the D and G strings, and then open B, open E. It's a root 5th, root, major 7th, and then 3rd. Okay, and then the next one is a G major. It's just a simple G. 3rd fret on the low E, and then open D, G, and B strings. Also, sometimes when I play this, I also put in the high E, which would make it like a G6, I guess. But anyway, and then this is one of my all-time favorite chords. It's an F major 7 sharp 11. Sorry, I had to look a little closer at my horrible handwriting. it's like you're doing an F major bar, so like a first fret, third fret, second fret, first fret, except instead of the first fret on the top 2 strings, you just do open. It's so much easier than a normal F major bar too, which is nice. Anyway, that would, like I said, it's an F major 7 sharp 11. This is just like an F major chord. And then you have the that's a major, or the sharp 11. I don't know why I kept saying major. That's the sharp 11. And then you have E, which is the major 7th. And also, occasionally during the song when I've played it, I kind of interchange between F major 7 sharp 11 and F major, so instead of just changing those 2 notes. And then the next unique chord in this is that's a C. That is a C add 9. I originally wrote C add 9 for one of the other earlier chords before my brain caught up. But anyway, so this is C add 9. It is the 3rd fret on the A string, 2nd fret on the D string, open on the G string, and then 3rd fret on the B string, and then open on the high E. This is also one of my favorite chords, and it's so nice because you can play it so easily from a C major. Serendipitous that I played that chord because that's the next one. That is a C major 7, so very similar to that. It's just a more full or a less full version of that earlier one. So it's just like that other chord, except not playing the B string at all. Well, playing open, and then of course you can include that high E if you want. And then in the original, I play a little sort of lick, pseudo lick, that implies like an A major or like an A sus type of thing, which mainly just works to bring you to the next chord, which is a B minor 7. So that's the 2nd fret on the low A, open D, and then the 2nd fret on the G string, and then open on the B. Which again is more implied. I don't really play the entire chord. So from the beginning is D major 9, D major 9 over A, G6 sharp 11 / G6 flat 5, something like that, and then a G major 7 sharp 11 / G major 7 sharp or flat 5, and then A add 9, and then E minor add 9 11, and then C major 7, G, as in G major, F major 7 sharp 11, parentheses F major, and then C add 9, C major 7, A major, and then D minor 7. Alright, I hope this was interesting. I hope that you use these chords. And just like a little bit to self-promote, I did release my very first song on Halloween. It is called Cascade, under the name Isaac the Corncob. You can find me on all platforms, pretty sure except for SoundCloud, because they're like copyright thing, tried to flag it, and I haven't heard anything back about it yet. So for now, no SoundCloud. Should be on everything else. It is on Bandcamp. I believe I have it set at $1, but it's mainly just because I don't expect people to buy anything there. I will totally lower it or whatever if someone were to message me and ask for it to be lower. But anyway, yeah, check out the song. I'd really appreciate it. Follow me on my socials. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, here on YouTube, and then on TikTok as well. Everything except for Facebook is under the name Isaac the Corn Cob. Facebook, I think, is like my real name, which you can find. I'm pretty sure I have it linked in my description. But anyway, yeah, check out my socials. If you like this video, like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Let me know if these chords are helpful or whatever. Yeah, again, check out the song. I'd really appreciate it. Bye.